Hey guys, we are doing today the 8th update of my project pan for 2021. I'm really excited to share my progress because I think, last update I had a little bit of progress going on, but nothing like major. And I don't feel like anything here is necessarily that major, but I can see a lot more progress between the two updates. So I am a little bit behind in filming, so I did have a little bit more time to actually get more progress, as opposed to last month when I had less time to make progress. Let's just get right into it because I have a lot of products to get through and update you guys on. First product is an eyeshadow by Loreal. It is the Serenity eyeshadow that I want to finish, and here is where we're at now. This is what the pan looks like. So between the last update and now, I used this 6 times. That makes it 32 times total. So I was hoping to get like a little bit of side pan going maybe by this time, but I don't have any side pan exactly, but I can definitely see that the pan is getting wider, so hopefully next time I will have side pan. The next eyeshadow has the goal of being used either 30 times or hitting pan, so whatever comes first. The chocolate bar palette, and the shade that I was focusing on was the salted caramel shade, which clearly there is no pan there. In the picture that I took, you'll probably see the dip a little bit more, but I can see it here. It's definitely coming down a little bit, like towards the center there, or a little bit higher up than the center. I used that 8 times since the last update, which makes that 19 times total. So I'm getting closer. I'm over halfway to my 30 uses goal, which is awesome. I'm very happy about that. I just really enjoyed using that shade as like an all over the lid shade with brown eyeliner. That sounds very basic, but it works, and I think it looks really, really nice even for a simple eye look. I love wearing it that way, and as a crease shade as well. So we're getting there with that. I was definitely thinking about decreasing the usage goal on this, like maybe do 25 or something, but I haven't really made up my mind, and I'm going along with it, so might as well just stick to 30 at this point. Modern Renaissance palette, and in this one I have chosen to focus on the shade Buon Fresco, which is the purple shade right here. And I don't know if you guys can see a dip going. I think you can a little bit more. It's like right there, kind of. So that definitely wasn't quite as visible last update. So Buon Fresco I used 5 times since the last update. It is a little bit of a softer formula, so I feel like dips are more easily made in this one. But anyway, the total usage for this is 14 times. So I'm not quite at that halfway mark just yet, but I definitely will be by the next update. So I'm almost there for 30 uses on that one, and I still love that color. So I use it the same way as Salted Caramel, like all over the lid or in the crease, like same idea. Coquette by MAC. I used Coquette 6 times since the last update, and this is what it looks like now. I'll pop the comparison photo up on the screen because it can be really hard to show you guys the progress. Definitely see the dip going down a bit more here. And I've used Coquette 17 times total since bringing it into the project in May. I brought all these eyeshadows in, I believe, at the same time except for the Loreal one. So everything's coming along. I found it a little bit harder to reach for this shade this past month. It was definitely a color that I liked a lot in the past, but I don't know. I don't necessarily feel gravitated towards it, but I do enjoy it when I do put it on, kind of a thing. So alright, so the next product is the Almay Raisin Quartz eyeliner, and I have used this product 7 times since the last update, which brings me up to 46 times total since bringing it in January, February. And that's a heck of a lot of times. The way I feel towards this eyeliner now, I just don't really ever want to reach for it that much. I don't know if it's the season, because it is just a lighter eyeliner, and it does turn up on me, so I just think I'm getting a little tired of it, honestly. Not that I don't like it, but these days I'm kind of more into like brown eyeliner, black eyeliner, darker stuff. So I think it's just like a preference thing right now, but I don't know. I think in general, because this is so old and I am starting to feel that way towards it, I'm thinking I'm probably going to declutter this more than likely before I actually finish it. So I'm going to keep it in the project right now and, see how we do this month, but I am starting to get those kind of feelings towards it. I mean, it's not like I reached for it any less between this update and last update, but I don't know. I just feel like I'd rather wear other eyeliners or darker eyeliners right now, I think, because it's fall. It's getting there, that type of season. So, and this is just, like I said, this is just so old. I don't really know if I want to have it anymore. You know what I mean? So I'm going to keep my eye out on that, and we'll see what happens over this next month. And who knows, I might be decluttering that one or kicking it out because I'm just not excited about it. You know what I mean? So we'll see where we are. The Sonia Kashuk contour stick, the one that was gaslighting me for 3 months. So this product looks like this right now, and I can definitely say that there has been visible progress on my little sheet that I've been marking up. So I used this 19 times total since the last update. I've also been using it to darken up my foundation a little bit because I did get a little bit more of a tan over the summer. So I've been getting double the use some days on it. So that has definitely helped, I think, bring it down. But the purple line was where it was at for 3 months. So June, July, August updates was that purple line with the arrow. And then the September update is where we are now. So it finally came down. I can actually see it on the paper. I'm very happy about that. And I expected it to come down. I was like, there's no way it's going to go like a 4th month without coming down. I'm actually really happy to be using this as sort of like a foundation mixer right now. It prevents me from having to buy another foundation. Maybe next year I'll do that. But right now I'm just happy that I can get more use out of this. So very happy about that. I'm like, finally, we can start seeing some progress here, right? Then we have the Wet n Wild blush in Strike a Pose Rose. And right now, we are at 14 uses since the last update. My goal is to hit pan on this guy, and I did not hit pan. But the rings are getting a little bit more visible. They've been visible for a while now. I've used this blush 30 times total since I brought it in. These two shades on this side, on the end here, seem to kind of go down a lot quicker than these two on this side. So if I'm going to hit pan, it's probably going to be one of these two shades. Yeah, I'm just trying to hit pan on it, not finish it because I have way too many blushes. Even if it takes a while to hit pan on it, I'm not upset about it because at least I really like it. So I don't think it's like a pain to use or anything. It's a really pretty blush. The next is the Clarins Instant Light Lip Perfector in Rosewood Shimmer, and this I am trying to finish. I used this 6 times since the last update, which makes that 30 times total. Still not finished it yet. This is one of those containers you cannot see through, so I'm just relying on numbers right now. This packaging's a little thicker, so it's really hard to tell if there's really that much left in here or it's just the packaging that's thick, but I'm thinking there's probably not a whole lot left in here, but it's hard to tell. Either way, 6 times usage since last month. The NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Fortune Cookie, and this I used 10 times since the last update. I brought this in officially last month. I was using it a little bit more before that, like in a Shop My Stash. So if you count that, I used it 15 times total. So here's what it looks like right now. There's tons of windowing, and down here I remember that there was definitely product on the side and up here as well, but now I can see through it even more. So this is definitely coming down. It's a little bit hard to get to the product up here, even when I did take the stopper out. I've really enjoyed using this. I like using it by itself. I like mixing it with maybe a darker gloss if I want to lighten it up a little bit. So I've been really getting a lot of use out of this and enjoying it. So I'm happy just with the fact that I still like it. You know what I mean? So I'm glad I don't like dislike it yet or I'm sick of it or anything, because there have been times in the past where I was just unsure about it. But I think it just depends on the eye makeup you wear and all of that. So yeah, it's coming along. But other lip gloss that I was trying to finish completely is the Express lip gloss, the Random Express lip gloss. And if you look here, it is pretty much empty. I was up to here the last update. I can probably get a few more squeezes out of it. As you can see, it might not show this way that there's any product left, but there's some like in this little section. So I still want to keep going with it because I like it. I do like this lip gloss. So one might consider this done, but I still feel like because it's like trapped in that little applicator part, I want to use it all up. So this is definitely going to be gone by the next update. Some people might say, girl, kick that thing out, it's finished. But again, I liked it. So if you like something and you know, it's not a pain in the butt to finish, I'm happy, more than happy to finish it. So I'm going to keep plugging away at this and use that little teeny tiny bit that's in that little piece right there and be really officially done with it. Then we can kick it out for real. The next one is an actual lipstick. This is the Avon In the Buff lipstick that I am trying to finish up. This is where we're at now. So this guy I used 13 times since the last update. So for me, that's a heck of a lot. It's one of my favorites and very versatile, like definitely an everyday kind of lipstick for me. And I'm gonna hold up my paper so you can see where we were. That top line is where we were the last update, which is when I first brought it in officially. And now we're up to here. So it's definitely come down quite a bit. It's a very soft lipstick, so I'm not surprised at all that it came down that much. So I'm really pleased with this, and I could see this potentially being done by the next update, which would be like a world record for me finishing a lipstick. But again, it didn't start off with a lot when I brought it in, but still, like that's pretty crazy. Now for some hair products. I don't know if you caught my last empties / declutter video. I mentioned the Rusk Elixir Mist. It's a thermal shine mist that is, I guess, you know, for heat styling or adding shine or both, I guess. I do have to declutter this guy. I didn't want to. It's not like I didn't like it. It just isn't coming out anymore. And I have tried many ways to, you know, get it to spray out. I ran it under hot water. Yeah, I kind of finagled with it a bit and it's just not coming out. And at this point, it's just like not worth it to bust it open. Like there's like that much left. I have enough hair products right now to be worrying about making a big old mess out of this guy. So I just decided to get rid of it. Liked it enough to use it, and I was a little sad actually that it wasn't coming out. But at the same time, I'll take that as a sign to boot it out and move on to my other hair products that I definitely have too many of. The other hair product I had in this project was the Bumble and Bumble Straight Blow Dry Cream, and it's marked off, but I can't even go by that right now because it inflates and deflates and it looks different every single time I use it, so that's not very accurate. I probably used this 2 to 3 times max between the last update and this update. Don't tend to gravitate towards this product as much because I'm using a leave-in conditioner that literally has like this much left of it, and I'm more motivated to finish that product first as opposed to this guy. And I think because it says straight on the packaging, it makes me feel like the results are gonna leave my hair a little bit more flat. Doesn't necessarily have to be that way, because it is for smoothing and frizz fighting as well. I just in my head feel like it's gonna make my hair flatter, and I don't want that, even though I don't know if that's really what's gonna happen. So I think I am just more motivated to use the other hair products because the one has such a little amount left and I've been focusing on that. Once that is finished, which isn't even in my project pan, I will be more likely to reach for this guy. It's kind of a long-winded way to say that this is not finished. I only use this 3 times and there's still a bunch left in here. So this also has pretty thick packaging too, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's actually less in here than what I think in my head. Maybe I'll get to this more this month, but I'm gonna wait to finish up the other guy first. I know, it makes no sense. Like, other product is in my unofficial project pan when it probably should be in this project pan. We're just rolling with it. So I'm pretty happy with a lot of the progress and the dips that I'm seeing, and you know, things are visibly coming down a lot more, which I'm really, really happy about. As long as I'm using everything and keeping it mindful and I'm not like hating on my products, then I'm good with that. So thank you guys for sticking till the end. I hope you enjoyed this update. Definitely consider liking and subscribing. I know I've been a little bit backed up on YouTube this past month. It's just been, September is always a really insane month with a lot of things going on. I hope to see you guys in my next video. Definitely consider giving this video a like. You know how it goes, guys. Like and subscribe, okay? Thank you so much. Bye, guys.